Today, we're going to be drafting on Underdog and DraftKings. Hoping to win a contest here, talking about our portfolio a little bit today, but we're just going to be building and battling. Let's do this. Let's get after it. All right, we're back again with yet another week of build and battle. Last week was a lot of fun. Had a couple decent teams. Not really the ones we built on stream, but we had a couple decent rosters that had a sniffing chance at doing something. But that's how it is. You just want to have a contest within the reach, and that's the best thing you could do. So feel good about my weekly winners. Just at least the start. Starting off with a cash of $10 on my 25 entries is nice, and then hopefully I can compound that into more cashes on the weekly winners front. Just seems like a fun contest. You could build a little bit of bankroll back. I do wish I would have been able to max it, but not the end of the world. Seems like a fun contest though. Battle Royale, 50K to first this week. The mini one closed. It was a $5 entry on the mini. Now we're just doing the big one, which is $10 entry, 50K to first. So at 50%, I mean, maybe there's a chance of overlay. I doubt it, but we'll see. Vikings found out keeping out of first so close. He had some nice reads last week, Christopher. Single game. Oh, did you do the showdown? Damn. Yeah, I had a pretty good showdown. I just didn't have Jordan Addison. I think it was. Yeah, I think Jordan Addison was in the lineup. I don't really remember. I had a decent lineup. You needed Cousins, so I didn't have Cousins. Your Aaron Jones call last week was pretty solid. Worked out very well. So what interesting thing about this is that Kelsey was going much later. So I don't know if Kelsey's just a full fade at this point in this tournament, just because the amount of Kelsey teams that got at a better price and just a better situation. I mean, you could probably make it work, but he was going to pick 20, 15 to 20 to 50 ways, but still, hey man, that's a profit. I like the Josh Allen dig stack. It's probably the direction I'm going if I'm allowed to. I know stacking isn't. I'll take digs. I know stacking isn't the best way to play this tournament, but I think if you're stacking with a late quarterback, it could work out, I guess. That's what my point is. And especially if you're getting a low-owned piece. Kincaid isn't going to be fully owned. James Cook won't be fully owned. I like James Cook a lot in these formats. Mike Williams, I like a lot. I felt good about my process last week. I feel like I didn't have enough. I kind of was busy all weekend, so didn't have enough time to really put into where I want to this week, and I have a lot more time to think about my strategy a bit more. But I liked the thought process. I mean, I think everyone understands that someone on San Francisco is going off every week, and I feel good about that process. I just was on the wrong person. Maybe Ayuk is going to be the best every week. I don't really believe that to be the case, but it could be Debo, it could be CMC, it could be Kittle. It's just I really liked it a lot. Yeah, I think he's a good play. JSN, no doubt. I might be building with JSN. We will see what I end up building with. I think going back to those guys that like a T. Higgins is really good, just because I mean, I know people aren't really playing that way anymore, where they just blindly don't go after people that didn't do good last week. But I think Higgins might be a little lower than he should be. Yeah, that's what I heard. That was pretty sharp. That makes a lot more sense given the matchup and everything. So that's kind of honestly very interesting. I kind of like taking like attacking Jacksonville through like ETN or Jones or Kirk. I don't know if it's worth taking Kirk, but he's probably literally going to be 0% owned, and I don't think he necessarily should be. James Cook, wow. Over Pollard, I'm gonna take Tony Pollard. Yeah, like Pollard's just like a guy. He's like live to score 2 touchdowns every single week. He seems like a smash quarterback, safety out and at home. Yeah, yeah, I like Chase a lot this week. Chase is fun. Chase is super fun. Hmm. Obviously, we can get Jacobs here if he's available. If Jacobs is here, I'll definitely smash that button. I don't really know if he'll be there though. I like the Kincaid double with Diggs, or just do the Gabe double. Either one kind of makes sense here. So this guy's probably taking ETN. I will probably do a team with like Kirk or Zay Jones for sure. I feel like those are like really good leverage plays on this because they're basically going undrafted. And I mean, Ridley is obviously the truth, but you could see one of those guys pop up for a week, no doubt. Damn, I was really hoping to get Josh Jacobs there. I like. I mean, if you're gonna let me get ETN, I'll take him. I like both those guys a ton. Good touchdown upside on amazing offenses. I mean, not gonna sway me from that. I kind of like taking a shot on JSN. No, I don't think Tutu Atwell has the upside you need in this tournament. Mike Williams is there. Let's scroll a little bit more. Let's see what we got here. Hollywood. I don't feel good about that. Don't hate Bateman. Taking Cade and maybe I don't think a triple stack's gonna win in this. One of the Chargers smash Eckler is out. Yeah, my chips are on Mike Williams, but I think one of them will definitely go off for sure. You think Henry has a chance this week, Derrick Henry? The other Chargers were a run funnel last year. I'm just like thinking out loud. Like maybe this is the week Henry goes off, or maybe he's just dust. I don't know. I also like Burks and Chig a bit. They're both pretty interesting. Mike Williams goes, okay. There goes that. JSN's fun. I mean, like, Seattle has a bounce back week. Maybe he goes for, I don't know. What's the best case scenario for JSN right now? Like 80-2, maybe? I don't know. I guess the sky's the limit, right? But I think attacking one of these KC guys is kind of interesting too. Like, go to Tony, go to Rashee Rice. I mean, it's disgusting, right? But I mean, there's worse ways to go about it. I'll grab Tony, I guess. Disgusting, but I'll take him. I'd rather Bijan low or McCaffrey high. Decent chance. Oh, Henry? Yeah. Yeah, I definitely prefer those two up to them, but at the same time, I think there's like a decent path. I'll go ahead and go over that team. Looks like I have 2 Josh Allen stacks. They're the exact same team, basically. Well, I guess I have a very concentrated portfolio so far. Sorry, I'm still going to be firing in. So I went Josh Allen, Tony Pollard, Travis Etienne, Stephon Diggs, Kadarius Toney, and Dalton Kincaid. For my first team, looks a lot like my last one, so I'm going to make sure not to do that again. I want to make some different teams in this. 2 linemen out for the Seahawks. He should be looking to throw short quick Jason. A nice bet. Yeah. It's a good shout there. Not a bad shout. Yeah, Bijan seems pretty interesting. CPAT's in the mix now. I don't know how much they're going to use him. Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be interesting. Clear 101 here is McCaffrey. It's pretty cool how to see, like, after one game, McCaffrey's just, like, back on top. It's pretty sweet. Tony's a no-go for me. Yeah, I do not blame you. He could easily get his snaps cut in half or whatever, but we know Mahomes is going to score points. We've seen random stuff happen. McKinnon scoring 2 touchdowns. You're basically just making a bet on that at this point. Maybe Tony's just bad, but I'd like to say, like, he gets open. He just had a rough game. Not saying he's going to be a smash, but he could, on any week, I say, any week, any of those Chiefs receivers could score 2 touchdowns. It won't always be Kelsey only. In a given week. I mean, obviously, throughout the season, Kelsey's the only guy you really care about having, but, you know. I might try it Amon Ra. Well, I mean, if I had the 103, I probably should take Chase or Diggs. I have a Rashee Rice team, too. I agree with that. I think Rashee Rice has the best bet to, like, be maybe the second option in that offense. So I am with you there. I don't need any help, Underdog. I've been on here quite a bit. Yeah, I really hope Rashee Rice ends up being good for a lot of reasons, but I like Rashee Rice a lot. So this guy's gonna grab CMC's auto picking. And hopefully you guys are enjoying this format. Build and battle seems like a ton of fun. I really like kind of just the different routes you can get into with this format. It's very fun. My favorite part is really just the fact that, like, kind of get a little capture of, like, what this week's gonna look like, and just see how the season changes. Like, Ridley is the 3rd receiver off the board here, and he was like the 15th off the board in best ball. Like, it's kind of cool to see, like, how things are adjusting. Obviously, we see DK Metcalf going down a bit. Ayuk moved up a ton. Lamb moved down a ton. I mean, obviously, it's not like it's just a 1 week sample and it depends on the matchup, but it is interesting. How things change very quickly. Now here I'm probably Bijan. I'd like to get Bijan. Obviously, this dude has a ton of upside. Could bust off an 80-yard run. Has a very secure workload. Clearly, they're willing to throw the ball to him, even if they're not going to throw it to their other weapons they have. Christian Watson's going to be out, right? Questionable for week 2. I mean, Christian Watson's more than likely out, right? But you can pivot off of him, right? Maybe I'd attack it. Maybe I could attack it through Musgrave. He had a chance for 2 touchdowns last week. He just wasn't. He didn't get there. Yeah, give me Herbert. I'm going to take a Herbert and then try to go Mike Williams' way or Keenan if Keenan somehow slips there. And then I like the bring back with Laporta. I don't think Hopkins is going to play. Obviously, he has a chance, but he didn't practice all week. I'm going to lean he's out. Should be the guy. I love Bijan. I like Green Bay a lot. I'm liking their outlook this year. I think they're going to be better than expected. Their defense looks really good. Yeah, that team looks really exciting, honestly. I will be doing one more after this, and then I'll be hopping over to DK to do a quick little, Millie Maker lineup just for fun. Metcalf, Lamb, Andrews, Waller. And I mean, Andrews is the pick here. I can always bring back with Traylon. I don't know. I think it's in this, here's the thing, in these formats, you either get Andrews and Kelsey, and if one of them goes off, one of them goes for 20, you lost. more than likely, assuming you don't have the 20 bomb from like, I don't know, Kincaid or Pitts or something, like you're just done. But I guess, anyone can score 20 if they get 2 touchdowns, I guess. So maybe it's not the end of the world, but those are the only 2 that can really go for 30 at this point. So I guess if you get one of those games, then you're for sure done. Like if you get that Hawk game, that Hawk got like 6 for 8, 6 for 16, 2 touchdowns. Like no one's touching that other than Kelsey and Andrews. Like realistically speaking, I'm tempted to grab like Christian Watson and then swap off if I need to. It's like a big wide receiver weekend. Yeah, I think the elite quarterback is going to be a big bounce back this week. I think Herbert's going to have a good week. I think Lamar, Burrow, Hurts had a solid week. Mahomes is going to have a good week. I think Herbert, I think it's going to be a massive bounce back in a lot of ways. I could do the Kyle Pitts. Why not? I already have Chig. I can go Musgrave. I'll do this, I guess. I would have loved to get like Andrews as a bring back, but I guess I could have done Zay or Bateman, but I don't think I need to take a bring back with Chase. I know it's not the end of the world, but I do feel like I need to bring back on the Charger side. So like hopefully Tennessee pushes them. Maybe Chase gets a long touchdown. He actually got a long target last game, so I don't hate doing that. All these guys could go for 30 in a week. I guess we haven't seen Bijan do 30, but we've seen all the other ones get 30. So don't hate that. Chig. I'll go with Chig. Not bad. So I did a Herbert build with a punt tight end. Herbert, Bijan Robinson, Jamar Chase, Mike Williams, Deebo Samuel, and Chig Okonkwo. Not bad. Not bad at all. Let's hop into another one. The plan is to have some guests on here as the season goes over. Gonna do some Sunday sweats. I wouldn't require a bring back for Chargers. I don't think you need to, but I think it's just like bet on the game to go off. Kind of helps to have a bring back usually. I guess like based off the limited amount of statistics they have on these battle royales, they do usually have a bring back in their main stacks. But given the fact they're playing Tennessee, I mean, would any of us be surprised if Herbert throws for like 400 yards and 3 touchdowns and Tennessee just does nothing? I'm not surprised at all. Yeah, no, with Eckler out, you're right for sure. You don't need to bring back. That's why I would have took Andrews if I could, but at that point, like if I'm taking between like those tight end options, I'm not losing that much just by taking a correlation bet on Chig. Yeah, no, I agree actually with that. Did you do any eliminators drafts, Christopher? That might be my favorite format to like look at all the time. Just because like you're like, oh man, hopefully I get all my teams through. And it's just it's super fun to like kind of just take a gander at. I don't know. I had a couple Dobbins teams, so that stinks, but obviously it's a long season. I'm not gonna assume anything yet, but it's pretty fun to play around with. I don't think Puka or Tutu are bad plays in this at all. Also, not like one of these Rams will probably do something, right? Maybe Higbee, but I don't know. Higbee, it could be like a bounce back for Higbee. Maybe he gets like 10 targets. Just never got to it. Seemed fun. Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't. I feel like you'd like it. It was very fun. I made sure to get into those as much as I could. I wish I could have got more in the big contest, but yeah. It's honestly, I like the best ball format better, like the regular best ball tournaments. But it is cool to have a different format that like can maybe pay you out by week 8. And it's kind of cool just to have that like extra sweat, I guess. Just like weekly winners, like having a little bit of extra like equity on the site. Because otherwise, like if you're not doing Battle Royale, like you're just logged off of Underdog for a while, and that's obviously not the goal. of their platform. So they're kind of giving a more reason for people to log in, which is overall great for the product. So, oh yeah, Adams smash week. Happy to take Adams there. Rams are no-goes. Seattle's just that bad. Yeah, that's a little bit scared about Seattle. I'm hoping they end up being better in the coming weeks. Let's take another Bijan share. Yeah, why not? Bijan, CMC, Devontae Adams to start this team off. I have no direction in terms of quarterback, but I am tempted to go with like a Seattle stack with Laporta bring back. I think that sounds kind of fun to mess around with. Game has a super high total. Pieces on that game are extremely cheap. Obviously, McCaffrey can hit every week. I think we're looking at McCaffrey like 15 to 20 points every week, and that's exactly what you need from him at the 101. Take two undrafted pieces, 3 undrafted pieces realistically, with Laporta, Geno, and JSN, tagging the game in a different way. A lot of people are going Gibbs, a lot of people are going Montgomery, a lot of people are going Metcalf. Or obviously Amon-Ra, but I think it's a fun way to end the squad off. Geno has upside. We've seen it last year. He scored up to 25 many times. He scored 30 a few times too. So, I mean, that's what you want from him. 30 points. JSN scores touchdown, maybe 2. We're looking good there. Daniel Jones sneaky good. Yeah, I think I'm willing to go back to Daniel Jones this week as well. I hope the Giants bounce back. I'm kind of assuming they will, but I'm with you there. 100%. So I'll be grabbing Laporta here. Nico Collins goes up to 20. Yeah. Yeah, Seattle was not fun to watch last week. That was a little bit alarming, honestly. But that doesn't scare me off this week. I hope Kendrick Miller plays. He's questionable, seems like. They're on Monday night slate. Oh my God, seriously, bro? Oh no. Oh no. You can go Higbee. It's fine. I still feel like I want to do... I kind of like this. Okay, I like how I came back from this. I really had something lined up, and now I'm not going to go out of my way to do it. So Higgins and Lamar, I feel like is fine. Obviously, Lamar has a higher ceiling than Burrow. Higgins can go off, and obviously Lamar can go for like 2 rushing touchdowns. Could be Justice Hill season, could be Gus Edwards season. I don't know, but I kind of like that more than just going Burrow Higgins. Obviously, there's a little more correlation with the quarterback and receiver, but I kind of like doing that instead. Cowboys in the range, never going to have it. Yeah, that was an ugly game. I don't think that's... They could have some O-line issues, but I don't think that's going to be indicative of like how they're going to continue to perform. So would tend to agree with you. I mean, everyone was on Higbee last week. I mean, is there a world where he gets like his 10 target game? I mean, really all you're hoping for is like 8 for 80 and a touchdown from him, which he's done before. He's not that good, but I don't know. Already have, so I'm not going there. I should probably go Musgrave over his Higbee if he's there. And I feel pretty good about that. I think Musgrave has more upside, and the Rams might just absolutely get demolished this week. I think Puka Nacua is going to be good every week until Cup gets back, or do you think he's like just going to have a couple of good games? I don't know how to feel about him. I think he clearly proved he's talented, just giving that 15 targets or whatever, but Musgrave or Troutman, Dulcich out. All right, yeah, I'm going Musgrave. I don't mind Troutman, but he does not strike me as a guy that has like any upside. Is Javonte getting drafted in these? He's not. I'd like to say like the Javonte week is coming at some point, and I think that's a really good guy to get ahead on, in my opinion. Like, get ahead on the Javonte team. So one of these weeks he's going to be very good, in my opinion. But all right, we'll go look at the team here. We went Lamar Jackson, Chris McCaffrey, Bijan Robinson, Devontae Adams, T. Higgins, Musgrave. So we got the Bijan, Musgrave bring back. Devontae Adams, just a one-off piece. We got CMC as a one-off piece. Two guys that can go off any week. And then we got Lamar Jackson Higgins already went over that part, but a little bit of a correlation there in the same game, Cincinnati, Baltimore. It was great. It's not against the 49ers. Yeah, that's where I'm at too. Agreed, Christopher. Yeah, thanks for hanging out. Let's go ahead and hop into the DK portion of this program. Here we go. DK's up. And we're going to do a Million Maker lineup. We got, honestly, I'm not going to really correlate in this. I'm just going to pick like plays that I feel like are going to be low owned, and just have some fun with this. So I'm going to start my lineup with JSN, 4,500. Guy that can obviously pop off any week. And then I want to go at quarterback. I think I'm going to go Herbert, Mike Williams. But I also think Josh Allen has the best. Yeah, Gibbs is a great play, just in general. Gibbs is sick. Go for 30 any week. That's a fun correlation. Gibbs, JSN, that's super fun. I think Josh Allen has like the highest upside on the slate. I guess Mahomes probably does, but I don't know. I'm feeling the Josh Allen like 50-point game coming. Like he's not gonna score 50, but I mean like the Bills are gonna score 50 this week. That's what I'm feeling like right now. I don't know why. Man, gonna go Herbert to Mike Williams, single stacked. I mean, I guess correlation isn't bad in this. You just don't want to over correlate in the Million Maker. Jets solid cheap D. Yeah, that's a good shout as well. Herbert, Goff, or Allen. Yeah, I'm going Herbert. Yeah, that seems pretty good. I mean, that's how they're going to stay in the game. Jets defense is insane. Yeah, that's a good cheap defense. I don't hate. Yeah, defense is kind of gross. I don't like any of these that much. Maybe Chicago defense. Jets feels pretty good. I mean, I feel like they're going to be chalk. I don't know. They feel like the best option down here. They're probably going to be super chalky. Cardinals defense surprises a lot. Daniel Jones are party for the home run. Yeah. That comes to interception. Yeah. That game just might be gross though. Like this might be a lot of running. I'm gonna go a different route. Definitely not playing the Titans as my quarterback. I'm gonna go Packers defense. I don't really know what upside AJ Dillon has. But he's tempting to play. Daniel Jones will be extremely low owned. The Darren Waller return game. It's a lot of cheap D. Yeah, I agree there. Yeah, could take a lot of sacks. Daniel Jones might take some sacks. Let's jump into the GD game 1 week early. I think I definitely want to have Higgins on this team as a one-off piece. Maybe bring back with a cheap running back. I like Josh Kelly a lot, but I don't know if I want to correlate that in this contest. So I might just go with Burks. Bring back. No, this is where I play Henry. The Million Makers where I play Henry. He goes for 40. That's what we want. And then I'm just going to do one-off pieces the rest of the way here. Favorite tight end play. Has upside. Actually, I don't know if Musgrave has, not Musgrave. Ferguson has a ton of upside, but should get a lot of targets. No Dylan. Diggs or St. Brown has to be on this team. All right. Let's see. I'm not doing St. Brown with Gibbs, but I don't have room for Diggs or Chase. I'm doing Higgins. I'm not doing Gibbs with Amon-Ra. I don't mind it though. I think let's see what I can buy here after this tight end play. Do we just go for the Andrews Alpha week and then punt my last receiver spot? Who do we have here? Didn't think Dell cheap. Woof, man. I actually don't hate that. Get 1,300 discount on Andrews. I mean, whatever. Like having correlation isn't bad in the Million Maker. You just, like I said, you don't triple stack a quarterback. You don't game stack a game, but like betting on games to go off is not horrible. Etch. Who's that? It still seems like a week for Chase to go off. I don't disagree with you there. I'm just trying to think of the best way to go about it. They have DeAndre Carter. Oh, it's the Raiders. Okay. I don't know what Jaden Reed has upside-wise, but somewhat interesting. Josh Downs. Trapman or Musgrave. Oh, I see what you're saying. You want to punt. I think I'm going this route now. Some people were touting Tank Dell. Maybe he's way better than Robert Woods. Maybe he's actually good. I'm not gonna go double tight end in a Million Maker lineup. Just don't think the upside is there. I guess it could be like the tight ends. Late tight ends is pretty fun this year. Like it's still, and all these guys are still fun. Like this Musgrave is fun. Like Ferguson. Like I don't know. They're all super. I don't know. Interesting. I'm gonna go Tank Dell. See if I want to go up at tight end. I actually don't. I'd rather go Bucks defense. I like that a lot more than Packers defense. Yeah, obviously Justin Fields could go off, but he's gonna eat sacks. That team's kind of a wreck. Oh, MBS mistype earlier. Oh, gotcha. I like this. That was fun. So Million Maker lineup with a little bit correlation, but not too much. Went Justin Herbert, Mike Williams, Derrick Henry for the upside only. I don't like Derrick Henry that much personally, but my biggest win in DraftKings was with the Derrick Henry team, so maybe we'll run that back here. Jahmyr Gibbs, tons of upside. JSN, obviously, a rookie, ton of upside too. We got Mike Williams with the stack with Herbert. Got T. Higgins and Andrews with a little mini correlation with a ton of upside as well. Tank Dell as a one-off piece in the Bucs defense one-off piece. So, yeah, that's super fun. I like building these lineups. Definitely going to come back every week, Saturday or Friday. We're going to be doing these drafts and hanging out. Going to bring some guests on. I have a couple guests that I've been talking to in the community to try to get them on and kind of hang out. And like I said, we're not stopping. I don't care. View counts don't matter to me. I'm just trying to find something enjoyable, find some value, and just have a fun time. And that's what it's all about, man. It's not really about anything else. And I just enjoy making content, trying to better myself as a player in DFS, Underdog. I have a lot to learn, a lot to get better at. So, oops, didn't mean to not change the banner, but like I said, got to learn. Should have had that on. We are on DraftKings. I was playing on Underdog a little bit ago. But yeah, always a fun time hanging out with everybody. Yeah, keep it up. 2 subs away. Almost going to hit our goal. Hopefully we can hit our goal by week 3. And then we can start a new goal. Maybe it'd be the road to 50 subs. And then one of these days we'll be at 100. And, who knows? Sky's the limit. I'm just going to keep on grinding. Try to, obviously, we're going to hit the ground running in the playoff format. We're going to go probably pretty heavy on the playoff format. And we're going to be trying to go on for some sweats if we have any sweats over the weekend. Maybe we'll go live. We'll see how I'm feeling and where I want to do. But I think that'll be a fun thing to do is kind of like get on the weekend and sweat if we have any weekly winter sweat, stuff like that. I think light wires will absolutely be needed this weekend. That's fair. I think I'm with you there, but I think I'm on the elite quarterback side of that. Like I think it's gonna be, and obviously I'm just doing a million maker lineups, not the end of the world, But I think that one of Josh Allen, Mahomes, Herbert, Lamar, one or two of them. Maybe, I guess you can add Burrow. One of those 5 are going for 40 this week. And then obviously you're going to need them. So I don't know if Herbert can go for 40 unless he goes for like 500 yards though. So Josh Allen could go for 40. Mahomes can too, but yeah, should be an interesting week. Good luck everyone in week 2. I'll be letting you guys know how the sweats go on Monday. If I do a review, definitely on Tuesday, we can chat about that a little bit on our Treasure Tuesdays with TVP. We'll be talking about like DFS and we'll be talking about fantasy, season-long fantasy, dynasty, stuff like that. So make sure to tune into that. Subscribe for new. Appreciate you hanging out. If you're watching it afterwards, just make sure you let me know in the comments what do you think about these builds. What do you think about the Underdog contest versus the DraftKings contest? How do you feel about those? Chief Corporate taking home a field wide receivers. Yeah, you're right. Like a Purdy with a Chase and a Diggs type thing. Yeah, I like that. But yeah, shout out Christopher for hanging out the whole time. Always love having him in here, and appreciate the support as always. Yeah, thanks for hanging out, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.